So just look at that. So there you go. This is the breakfast I eat nearly every other day. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today I'm going to show you what I eat for breakfast nearly every other day. And I'm not kidding, I eat this for breakfast nearly every other day. Let's show you how to make it. Come on. Right, a quick run over my breakfast ingredients, you know. Chinese sausage. Love Chinese sausage. You know, there's some good makes around, there's some bad makes. Some have a lot of fat in, some don't. This is a really good make, which I have here in Thailand. I love it. I've got some rice. Now, you know what you can do? You can do egg fried rice to use up the rice, or you can make a rice soup, like I'm going to make for my breakfast. So this is yesterday's rice, and we're going to put some water in here and boil this up for rice soup. I've got a little bit of Chinese celery leaves. I've got a lime for a little bit of lime juice. A couple of little tomatoes. Of course, I've got some chilies. I've got some red onion, and I've got a tin of what they call mustard greens. It's pickled mustard greens, and this is my favorite brand. You know, this is a Pigeon brand. It's my favorite brand. I like this very much. And all we're going to do is open up the lid, take out the mustard greens, and I use the juice as well. I can't see the point in throwing that pickled mustard juice away, so I'll just put that to one side. Right, first job. First job, we've got to get some water in our rice, get our rice on to boil. Now, you know and I know, rice is quite firm. We want this soft. We don't want to put lots of water in, we want to put a little bit of water in. And what I like to do, I like to put a little bit of soy sauce in there as well. Now, not a lot of people do that. I like it. It puts that little bit of flavour in. It's not too strong, and I think it adds to, well, it's to my taste anyway. So, rice, we're going to put some water in, and then we're going to put on to boil. So, it's all very easy and straightforward. We want some water in there. Now, we don't need too much. So we don't need too much water in there. Look, we've got enough in there just to cover that rice, really. On the flame. Flame on. Now, like I say, I like a bit of soy sauce in my rice, so I'll just put a little drizzle in there. Not much, it's just put that little bit of a flavour through that water. Give that a little stir through. And then all we need to do is let this come up to a boil, turn it down to a simmer, let it simmer till we get a nice soft rice. So just give it a stir. We can see it started to go soggy. You know, it's a bit like rice pudding really, but we don't want it sticking on the bottom, and we want it to go really soggy and soft. Now, if you think that it's absorbed too much water, like this is absorbing a little bit water, just add a little bit more, not too much. You know, rice soup is about the soup, and you know, if you like lots of water, that's fine. I'm not keen. I like to have enough water and soggy rice. I just love that soft rice. It's easy to eat, it's filling. It just makes the rice soup fantastic. You know, sometimes you go out and eat rice soup too hard. You know, they don't boil the rice, they cheat, they chuck the rice in, chuck water in, they don't boil it up, it's not soft. Now, there's a cheat's way of making a really good restaurant quality rice soup. You use sticky rice, cooked sticky rice and rice, and boil it together. And you get a really gloopy, fantastic rice soup. Oh, there we go. Now that's what we're talking. Really good gloopy rice. Now this is how I like rice soup. Some people like lots of water. I think this is the best way, but you know, that's my way. If you like it a different way, let me know in the comments. You know, I think this is the best way. Gloopy, gloopy rice soup. Right, all we need to do is put a lid on and keep it warm. Now, you can eat boiling hot rice soup if you want, but to me, rice soup I like to eat, so I like it warm. So I'm just going to stick this to one side and put a lid on it. Okay, for our Chinese sausage then, all we need to be doing is slicing it across. Nice and easy, straight across. And then we get these nice slices of Chinese sausage. Now, you can do as many sausages as you want. It depends how many people you're feeding or how hungry you are. Now, what you do to cook Chinese sausage, and I do have a video on my channel actually, how to prepare Chinese sausage. And I'll put a link up here, you know, you can go find out. But this is how you prepare Chinese sausage. You get your sausage, you get your pan, you put a little bit of water in there. Turn on the heat and then put the sausage in the pan with the water. And then what's going to happen is it's going to cook the sausage as the water boils, and then the sugars are going to leak out into the pan. But this way you're guaranteed not to burn your sausage, and it's going to be cooked. So it's not hard, in there like that. As soon as the water evaporates, watch the flame because it will catch on the sausages. So there we go, the water's evaporated. Now we just need to watch what we're doing, you know. The fats that are already in the sausage are going to cook this. You can see the sausage is already plumped up a little bit by boiling it in that water. Now, it catches very quick. Chinese sausage catches really quick with the sugars and the fats in there. So just be careful. Now we want a little bit of colour on there, not too much. We don't want to burn anything. Little bit of colour on there, little bit of brown crispiness on there, and it looks superb. Now you crisp up your sausage as much as you want, but if you crisp them up, they dry out. They're like chewing the bottom of a flip-flop. They are really, really tough. So a little bit of colour on there, little tinge all the way around. They're nice and moist, flame off. That's our cooking done. So we've done the rice, we've done the sausages, and you can see on there, look, nice little tinge on there. Now these things are still going to cook in this pan. If you leave them in here, they're still going to tinge up on the bottom because this pan's hot. The fats and the sugars in the sausage are going to cook away. So that's it, that's our sausage done. So we got the rice, we got the sausage. Easy as that. Right. Okay, for our pickled cabbage, I want that pickle juice in there. Tip the pickle juice into a bowl. I want that. You know, I put that in my rice. I can't see the point in throwing it. It's delicious. Put that to one side. We want this pickled mustard greens out of this tin. Now you can buy it in plastic bags all kind of ways, you know, and if you can't find it, Asian shop, order online. Now what I do is I rough chop through the cabbage. We're calling it cabbage now, it's a mustard green. Rough chop through the mustard green. Now the reason for actually rough chopping it through the mustard green, you want to be able to eat this with a spoon. So there's no point trying to pick up a whole bunch of mustard greens. All we need to do now is put our mustard green back in our bowl with our juice. So get that in there. Try not to get it all over the table. So that's back in there with our fluid. We need to add a little bit of chili. Now, chili, up to you, how much you use. I'm going to put 3 in here, okay? Now they are little hot chilies, so be a bit careful. Use whatever you want. So for the chilies, we are just going to slice very thinly across the chili. So in we go. They're in there. And then what we want to do, we want to take some red onion. Now red onion, thinly sliced. Nice and thinly sliced. And then on our mustard. And that is our little salad bowl done. So we're going to put that to one side. Okay, we want a little bit more red onion. So this red onion is going to go in with our Chinese sausage, and again we just want to be slicing this nice and thin because we're making a bit of a salad. So that's our onion, just put that to one side. Again, we want a little bit of chili. And again, you know, just use as much chili that you know that you can eat. Don't go bananas and use too much. Want a little bit of tomato. Now the tomato's for colour really. Okay, it's going to give a little bit of flavour, but again, chop it any which way you want. I'm going this way. And our Chinese celery leaves, we're going to take the leaves off actually. We don't want that stalk. Now we don't want too much of this. It's only a little bit of greenery in there. And again, we want to be slicing this through. So take your leaves, roll them up a little bit and just straight through there like that. Okay, we want a bit of lime. Bit of lime juice. So what we need to do is take a bowl and we need to chuck all that in there and we're going to give it a stir up. We're going to give that a squirt of lime in there, and then we're going to add our Chinese sausage. So get our Chinese sausage in. This is where you can add a splash of fish sauce if you like, or a little bit of soy sauce. It depends on what you like. Now most people don't want to eat fish sauce for breakfast. I understand, so put soy sauce in. So I got a little bit of fish sauce. I'm not going to go bananas, just a little bit. And then we need to be giving this a stir over. Stir all those flavours in there. What a little plate. We're going to serve up our Chinese spicy salad on there. Then all we need to do is we just need to add our rice. And get your rice in your bowl. Now you can have, like I said, as I was cooking the rice, you can have as much fluid in your rice as you want, but I actually like stodgy rice. That's my own way, you know, I love it. So just look at that. That is superb, absolutely superb. Now, like I say, I'm going to eat all of this, so I like the juice from here and I put it on my rice. That makes my rice just a little bit wetter, but with the flavour of the mustard green. I love it. So there you go. This is the breakfast I eat nearly every other day. Hand on heart, I eat nearly every other day. I love it. Right, here we go. Like I say, I'm a heathen. I really am a heathen, you know, I'm not kidding. I love that juice in there with that rice. Just look at that. That is superb. And then you've got your Chinese sausage on here, look. So you can eat it any which way you want. Put it on your soup bowl. Take your cabbage with chili and everything and get stuck in. tell you, this is completely Asian, you know, but it's a fantastic breakfast. If you like those Asian flavours, a little bit of chili, you got that pickled cabbage in there, you got the sweetness from that Chinese sausage and your rice. It's a really tasty, filling breakfast. Like I say, I eat this nearly every other day. Fantastic. Now, so if you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.